All right, so a little something different today. Talk about my personal life briefly. So, I've been struggling to make content for you guys for the last probably 3 or 4 days. I've been having like really bad sleep. My habits got a little bit out of whack. My morning time and bedtime routines got out of whack for a little bit too long, and I don't know. I guess I found myself kind of going down the rabbit hole until late at night. Some stories were just kind of gripping me a bit. With everything going on, it's kind of understandable, right? But for me, and probably like many of you, once my sleep schedule gets off, it's kind of hard to get back. So I'm like fighting my way back. Last night was a little better. A couple nights ago was a little bit better. But yeah, so I'm dealing with that. And then I had like a really funky like stomach thing. I think maybe something didn't agree with my stomach. So that was yesterday. And today, unfortunately, me and my girlfriend got robbed of some of our bikes that were in our garage. Like we lost her e-mountain bike, her hardtail mountain bike, and my full suspension mountain bike. So I think that's a loss of about 16 to $17,000. So now I'm like I had to do a police report and trying to go through an insurance claims process. It's a whole mess. My girlfriend's really upset because that's both of her bikes. And for some of you who've seen my videos, especially on some of my other pages, if you've kind of followed me across, like that's kind of me and my girlfriend's thing. Like it's one of the activities that we love to do to not just for like fitness purposes, but just enjoyment. And we have a lot of memories on both of those bikes. And like especially my girlfriend's Cannondale Trail SE. That's the bike that I bought her when I started mountain biking on my Ibis Ripmo AF Dior build. I started riding. I got her into it. I bought her that bike, and she started riding back in 2020, 2021, I think it was. And we've been riding ever since. And then we ended up upgrading to our RE Tim Peak bikes. She's got actually, well, she had a better bike than I do. I have the RE Tim Peak Pro, and she had the RE Tim Peak Pre Team build, which she got that one because they had a limited supply of for sizing, and they had a small and they had a huge sale at the time. But sadly, that her bike is gone now. The Cannondale is gone now. My Ibis Ripmo AF Dior build is gone now, and it's sad. And like we're wondering like when we if we get bikes to replace those, like how's that going to work? Where are we going to keep them? Because it's like I already have like right now I have two of my bikes in the house. Like it's we can have like max three, but then it gets kind of crowded. And to be honest, I'd rather not have the bikes in the house, but we don't really feel secure. And I've, you know, like like you do when you've been robbed. Like I've had some minor incidents before. Like I've had some luggage stolen before when I lived in Albany, New York. Here we lost like a nozzle for our hose not that long ago. She had like a window broken. We're not sure what happened with that, whether that was like, I don't know, like a limb falling on it or something else. Like I understand that crime happens, and I'm not going to like freak out and go on like these long rants about how bad crime is and how much crime there is. Like I recognize that crime happens everywhere, and most of the time that's a result of income inequality and people not getting their needs met. And when people are content with their life, there's not really a lot of reasons to engage in crime. We're never going to wipe out all crime completely, but given what's happening right now, it doesn't surprise me that maybe there's a higher risk because there's people have lost jobs. The expenses are really high because of like tariffs and things like that. I'm going to do another video in a few minutes about some things, but I'm just checking in. That's my story. Not to turn this into a, you know, an ad or anything, but if you guys like my content anyway and you appreciate what I do and all that, I would appreciate you guys going ahead and signing up for Patreon. If you're interested in increasing your media literacy and you want some more reliable sources for information, go ahead and check out the How You Can Support Me playlist on my YouTube. Keep your eye out there. I'll probably have like cards that you guys can easily click on. But, you know, if you want to toss some, subscriptions my way for monthlies, that would be greatly appreciated in general. But, now we're going to be facing some hardships with the, insurance deductible thing if we even get any of this stuff covered. I've talked about insurance before. You guys know how I feel about it, and I'm sure I have an idea how you guys feel about it. But that's what's going on. I'm a little bit in shock today about experiencing this, and so is my girlfriend. Again, she took the bigger hit than I did because she lost both of her bikes. I still have a road bike, and fortunately, I had my e-mountain bike inside the house because I had cleaned it and I was getting ready to go on another bike ride. And I hadn't put it in the garage yet. I almost put it in the garage a day or two ago, and it probably would have been lost. So it's a sad day. It's a big sad. I'm fortunate enough to have insurance. I'm fortunate enough to have a good partner. Nobody got hurt. It's just stuff. It hurts, but we'll live. And lots of other people have way worse situations going on for them than I do. So I'm not going to get too down about it. It's like a $17,000 loss. Her bike wasn't even finished getting paid off yet. So it's still, we still owe like another $2,500. So like still got to pay for that, even though it's gone. And I don't really expect that the bikes are going to get found and returned to us. Oh, there's a tip. I didn't have the serial numbers recorded. Actually, I don't know where to find those on bikes. Like I went looking at my Tim Peak and I can't see where they have that information. So if you guys have, good bikes, check about insurance. I've heard there's like special insurance for e-mountain bikes because they tend to be more pricey. I'm waiting for some bad news about the coverage, because the name of the game with insurance is like, we take your money in case something happens, and when something happens, we find reasons to not give you that much money back. So we keep the money. It's like a lot of things in capitalism these days. Like everybody wants a subscription while not changing anything. Anyway, love you guys. Appreciate you checking out my content and take care of yourselves.